Hello, welcome to Hey Bitch.
Hey.
We are the bitches. And
Hey.
I mean, hey. This is all the bitches in one place. We've only done a few episodes like this. You're in luck. Let's take some roll call. Just to remind everybody.
Present, Geo.
Bose.
Nikki. Tiff.
Oh, teacher, I'm here too. It's Gina.
Jess is here.
Not
No,
Jessica.
not Jessica.
I wasn't gonna let her out just yet.
Jess, we're talking about foreplay.
Ow. Yeah.
So excited.
Oh,
Jessica come out to foreplay?
She comes out for foreskin and everything.
oh my god.
By the way,
You look forward to foreskin?
I mean, I'm not against it.
Yeah, I'm not against it either. Geo.
I'm not, clearly I'm not either. But
Yeah, they don't discriminate.
discriminate. I like that. Oh, forewarning.
We're in a funky mood because
Forewarning.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like our last episode of the day.
episode of today.
And
We
we've
did a
been,
lot.
And we've been filming a
I'm
lot.
kooky.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
and,
everyone's
like-
losing their minds.
So I think it's because there's so much estrogen, and we're all synced up after this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
over.
Oh no, I want to be
Sitting in each
independent.
other's
Dude, on God, if I start tomorrow, I
On
blame
God.
all of you.
On God.
I'm
Yeah.
ovulating right now, so there's no way I'm starting.
If you do,
I just finished. So
Start next week.
I'm not
so
pregnant.
We're good.
I finished last week. We're
dude,
good.
I mean, that's fucking crazy. I just found out about ovulation.
I know you
Yeah.
wrote that in the chat, and I was like,
Wait.
what?
Yeah.
You're saying, you're looking at me like you just found that out. You fucking knew.
I didn't know.
I want to keep
She
it.
knew.
I did know, but I'm just trying to pretend here.
Yeah.
So they don't feel left
No,
out.
This is my
Fuck you,
genuine
Gio.
reaction. I
Fucking no.
just found out.
She's like,
I just
Yeah,
found
so
out.
I have this app. You know, I have this app and it's for periods.
Is it natural cycles? That's what I use.
something like that?
Wait,
It's
don't be
called
giving them free
Life.
advertisement,
Well,
dog.
it's been working.
Oh yeah, fuck y'all.
sponsor it.
What?
Maybe not after that.
There's this app that I use, and like you're supposed to track your period, and it tells you when it's safe to kind of like have sex that you most likely
Do you
won't
take
get
your
pregnant.
temperature?
I haven't done. I'm not that far. I just found out about ovulation, Nikki.
Yeah,
That's the
back
most
off.
accurate.
But
She just found out that she ovulates, period.
So the calendar shows this red line when your period's about to start or when it's currently happening. And then there was this green line. And I was like, what is this? And I clicked on it and it was like, you're ovulating. You may experience nausea, headaches, and other
That
symptoms.
happens when
Wait,
you ovulate.
no, when you ovulate,
know that.
you're
That's
like,
when you're pregnant, girlfriend.
That's when you're. That's when you want to
what it
fuck.
said. Well, I'm definitely not pregnant, so.
Oh.
But yeah, it says, okay, let me teach you guys about ovulation because I just read about all of this last month. You may experience headaches and nausea.
yeah, some people get it.
Okay, you're
know
taking a sexy topic and turning it real science. We're talking about foreplay today.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
don't have foreplay when she's ovulating.
I just want to throw it in there that when Tiffany, her eggs are releasing, you can feel it.
What?
Yes.
Because what? Oh,
You let me feel it once. She's like, you can feel my egg.
She doesn't like when you call her Tiffany.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I was like, who's she talking about?
sorry.
No.
Yeah.
No, so what is this, right? My right ovary protrudes. So you
Oh.
can feel my ovary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt her ovaries.
Wow.
Way to
Yeah.
make another
Real
sexy
intimate.
topic.
Sorry.
Very unsexy.
Maybe
Good for
one
you.
day. Maybe one day.
Feel it like
Wait,
right
may-
now, Nikki.
Maybe Casey can feel her ovaries, but from the inside.
Oh, he does all the time.
It's got some protruding over.
But how does
Yeah,
he?
you feel
How does she let him do that?
With foreplay first.
Hey,
Hey, I see. I'm
first
picking up what you're laying down.
First off, let's talk about because I feel like
Let's
foreplay.
talk about sex,
baby.
Yeah.
Will.
Oh,
What
different
song is that?
Let's
I
talk
think I
about
made
let's talk about what foreplay is to everybody here because I feel like people's definitions of it are different and varied, and I also feel like they've changed over the course of age. Like
Really?
I feel like my definition has gotten different.
Really?
Yeah. So
A little bit, yeah.
This is a fun
Explain.
topic.
If I get punched in the face, that's foreplay for me.
Oh,
everyone's definition's different. We're not gonna yuck that yum, Gina.
We're not.
Don't try to bait us.
We agree with that yum.
Yeah, thank you.
okay, fine. If you bitches are gonna be shy, I'll talk about it.
Yeah, talk about
So my definition of foreplay is everything before the penetration. So talk to me dirty, touch me. Don't touch me directly, like on it. You know,
Tease
like
me.
tease me.
Oh,
yeah.
tease me.
That's
Oh.
yes, tease me. Like you, I'm
I
gonna
feel like that
tell
Kama
you-
Sutra shit where you kind of like
get all bendy.
no. You know Kama Sutras?
I do, but I recall seeing them all bendy.
Well, that's you could get there, but like really the whole basis behind it is doing everything but touching.
Oh, yeah.
so that it builds up
That's
to
my
that
shit.
point. Yeah,
Yeah, tease
Yeah.
the fuck out of me, and I'm
Yeah, you
like,
would like that
ready
too,
to rock.
Tiff.
Yeah, dude, that totally sounds up my alley. For me, it's like kissing my neck. That to me is like
That's
green
your
light.
hot spot.
Yeah, that's my hotspot.
That's what warms the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oven.
What else you got?
That's what bubbles the soda.
Like somebody kisses her neck and she's like, carbonation is activated.
She's like, don't shake me up.
Don't shake me
I'm a bird.
Dude, I told you we were fucking
shake me
crazy
up.
right now.
happening?
I love
You know what's happening. We're fucking crazy right now.
Oh my god!
I like how your lip got stuck in your tooth.
Don't call me out, Gio.
I saw it. She was like this.
You know, like when a dog is like, when a dog happens to my dogs all the time. Their lips just get stuck, and they're like,
Oh my god.
"Hi, mom."
Yeah, 20% of this podcast is us laughing.
Yeah, this is the most unsexy sex topic we've had so far.
Oh, okay.
Can I start it off on a fucked up route? Like,
Yes.
on a,
No.
Like, can I? No. I
Yeah,
wanna
yes,
start-
dude, yes.
What? Can I?
Fuck it, go.
I just want to say what's one thing that guys do during foreplay that I don't like. Is that okay to say?
Yes,
I'll
yeah,
save that for later.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier because I know we kind of talked about what maybe we wanted to speak on today. So in the car, I was thinking, and I was like, okay, so I know I'm gonna have plenty of positive stories. What's one thing I don't like? And I remember it turns me off every single time when I'm like kind of making out with a new guy, or I'm like kind of like maybe it's a new relationship or something, and then they start trying to finger me like over my pants or like over my clothes or something, or maybe they'll try to go inside, but then they don't know where the clit is,
yeah.
so they fucking like start rubbing
Jab
like,
around.
my lip. Yeah. And I'm like, if you can't find my fucking clit with your fingers, I'm way turned off now. Like,
Yeah.
you should have just
That's
not
an
even
immediate
gone
turn
there.
off.
Like, don't.
It's just have a map before you go on that road
Like,
trip.
how are they? There's like rubbing my fucking pelvic bone. He's just all over my right side of my lip, and I'm like,
Just play it safe and make big movements.
I will say
That's what I do.
Don't,
Yeah, but
don't,
then imagine
don't
a guy
zone
just
in.
full on palming it.
no, don't do that at all. Stay away from it. Just stay like around the hip area. Just like kind of hold me, or like
No, because for me, it would turn me on if he's rubbing me over my pants. But if he zones in and he can't find it, turn off.
yeah.
But and then also if he's looking at you all sexy, like he's like, yeah, you fucking like this, and you're like, no, I don't.
yeah, you're like, it's not even
Like,
close
I
to
think-
the clit.
Dude, my foreplay thing is like a little bit of your no and a little bit of your yes. My thing is like I dated this guy once, and like we'd be making out for like 30 seconds, and then he would immediately just put his hand on my vagina and just be like,
The
and I'm
whole
like,
hand?
like
The
I
whole
mean, he
thing?
would just like start and
slaps it?
I mean, he would just whatever he was doing, I didn't fucking like it.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
And I'm like, it's the same vein of what you said. Like, yo, guys, like rub around the thighs, rub around the butt or something. Just like rub everywhere.
Just leave the
except-
vagina alone.
Like,
Just
you
leave
need
it
a
alone.
Visual. So this is the vagina.
Hopefully you're watching on YouTube.
Like, dude, just like rub like the thigh. Like, you know, here's the goal. No, here's the objective. It's you want to make the girl think about you touching it
Yeah.
without you
Yes.
touching it.
Yeah.
Like,
so that we can't wait for it to actually
yeah,
happen.
or like, so,
yeah.
like, dude, you could literally go on a whole like explore, like, oh, where's the clitoris? I can't find it for 20 minutes, and I'd be like, oh, he's gonna find it soon. Like, dude, yeah, like that's the reaction you want.
Yeah.
So do that.
Yeah, mine isn't even like the clitoris. Like if you rub next to my boob, but like not my boob yet, and like you're like around my stomach, and
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
around under the boob, and you're like on the side of it, and you haven't touched it yet. I just want you to grab my fucking tits and like
Yeah.
lick my nipples.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want to happen.
Yeah, for a guy,
like
it might
it.
be kind of boring. Like they're like, oh, like wax on, wax off for 20 minutes. But we're like, in our head, our brains
Yeah.
are going crazy.
Yeah.
We're thinking about like nasty
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like them to try to zero in right away. Like we make out and they're like, "Oh, where's the fucking clit?"
Right?
I'm gonna fucking
Yeah, not right
And, like,
away.
they're all
Don't do that.
they're like,
You gotta build up to it.
this is like also the one thing on this podcast we have all unanimously agreed
Because
on.
I was
Yeah.
reading about how women in general tend to be more sensual creatures. Like we get way turned on by sensual stuff. So touching
Minus
and
Gina.
feeling. And then right.
Well,
Mine
likes
is
to
me.
toast
Oh,
her
no.
to the face.
Yeah. I want you to take the
Sense,
fucking.
it's still a sense.
I need you to take
Yeah.
the vacuum and just beat me with it.
It's still physical, but guys are visual. So like they get turned on immediately with visual things. They don't necessarily need to be touched to get turned on.
Yeah.
And so
Bart's a mixture of both.
I think they need to get touched
and these
too.
are in general.
Immediately. That's why they go immediately for like the trigger spots for women because that's what they want. They want us
Right.
to immediately touch
But they're
their dick.
already turned on.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So they're already turned on visually and they want you to touch it now.
Yeah.
So women tend to need more sensual stuff to get like that. going.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
had so many like guys that would tell me like I just really like it when you look like you're having the greatest time. Like I want to see you enjoying it. and
That's
know
why
that
they
you're-
like porn.
Mhm.
Oh, that's interesting. Steve likes it when I cry and pretend I hate it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm
we like that. Yeah.
I'm into that. I'm into that.
a little rapey, but
Yeah.
No, we both enjoy it.
Okay.
So it's consensual.
Yeah.
I
dig
as long
it.
as you talk to your partner first.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like I'll be like, "Ooh, you like that?" And he's like, "Pretend you hate it." I'm like, "Oh, I fucking hate it."
Oh, if you do it
I love
really
it.
sexy, if you're like, yeah, like your dick is so fucking bad, like they're probably like, okay, all right. They're like, yeah, abuse me.
He's like, "Slap your face with it."
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Oh, I like that.
Okay. Wait. Oh, let's dial it back. So,
you.
so we're at the phase where they're rubbing,
Yeah.
they're touching. What's next?
Let's back it up for a second because I think it's so important for people to know that this is an important part of sex.
Yeah.
For both,
Yeah.
Dude,
both
okay.
parties, because I didn't think it was important
No.
before. I thought it was all about let's get to the sex. I don't need that foreplay stuff.
Yeah.
But
that's why a lot of girls
Dude,
hate sex.
I think that's
did hate
also where
I-
the misconception for guys come in, where they're like, sex should last an hour, where in reality, the foreplay is like 30 minutes and maybe
Yeah.
the real sex
Yeah.
is like 15, 20 minutes.
I dated a guy who was not really into foreplay. Like it was just like, okay, kind of okay. I dated a
can't
guy
not
who-
be into it.
Yeah, like he wasn't like super into it. It was more like the only way he can get up is if I suck his dick 1st, and that was the only foreplay that I got.
That
And
was
then-
the only foreplay.
Yeah, and then we'd fuck, and I'm just like, and then after a while, I was like, this is so routine, and I have to constantly do this and stuff. Like,
Did he go down on you during foreplay?
every once in a while, you know, which is like, and then I was just like, when he did go down on me, it was great. It was bomb, right? But then like after a while it got so routine. I'm like, this is so fucking lame. Like I can't deal with this. If this is the only foreplay, if you're not beating the shit out of me, you know what I mean? Like if I'm not getting fists in the
Maybe
mouth,
this is a case by case basis.
Yeah.
or like if you're not catering to what I like and what I'm into, and like,
Yeah.
doing more, and all you want is just hey, let's just suck my dick and then let's have sex.
Did you guys ever have a conversation of what you like?
Yeah, and he was just like, I don't know, like because he was such like a Christian boy kind of, you know what I mean?
Sounds very Christian.
Yeah,
They
and
need to
then-
be trained.
Yeah, exactly. But like at this point, he was like 30 something years old already. So I'm like,
So it was like kind of a can't teach an old dog new tricks type
yeah,
of thing.
yeah. So like after that, I was like, I cannot have the sex ever
That's a
again.
shame. Yeah, because I feel like foreplay is for the benefit of both parties. It's the way that you get each other worked up so that, like Bose was saying, when you actually do have sex, it's not supposed to last an hour.
No.
It's like you're already like both there ripping
It
each other.
can last an hour though.
I don't like long sex.
I mean, but Jess may prefer it.
I don't
Do you
mind
prefer
it.
that, Jess?
I really prefer sexually foreplay to last an hour and sex to last an hour.
Wow.
I like to go for a long,
Like a
I like
whole
like
siesta
a
of
whole
sex.
fucking,
God.
like a whole thing.
That's a lot of work.
I'm into
that's
it.
a lot of
How
work.
does that happen?
Yo, yeah, everybody, can we get your sex to foreplay breakdowns?
Yeah. Ratio. Let's go. Break it down,
let's do
Jess.
this.
I
Unless
can't
I'm
tell time when I'm in it.
That's
Like
true,
I
too.
can't tell how long.
It's probably
time
only
has
like
passed.
10 minutes then.
You
I
never
don't
look
know.
at the clock beforehand and then look at
Never.
it after? Oh.
Never have. I don't know.
So
Okay,
for me,
go,
it's like,
Oh, for me? So
Hour,
what are we
hour?
asking?
Yeah,
Well,
what happens in that hour of foreplay?
So there's just a lot of it's just very like slow, like you know that fucking song and it's so lame, but like your body is a wonderland. like taking the time, like have you ever
You're
had
so
a guy
white.
have you ever had a
So
guy
white.
like
the whitest person ever.
have you ever had a guy
John mayored this conversation.
Oh my God.
Okay, have you ever had a guy just like kind of just like appreciate your
Yes.
body for like a long
Yes.
time and then like he'll just
You're speaking
like,
Gio's love language.
yeah, just so
I have.
it may not necessarily have to be an hour, but like the making out
Yeah.
part, and then like to just like
Yes.
you're talking about just like touching around, like
Yes.
touching around
Mhm. Yes.
everything, and then like that maybe 30 minutes of that.
Yes. Keep talking. Keep talking.
She's just fucking egging me
Yes.
on right now.
Yes.
But
like about to
It
orgasm.
reminds me of that Friends episode. 1, 7, 7, 7, 4, 5, 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for sex, sometimes I like that it's just really fast, but I'm probably not gonna have an orgasm from that. That's just like the fuck me, I don't care if I
Yeah.
can or not, like just put it in. And that could be like Jessica. That could be like a 5-minute thing, right? Or whatever, like just to get it over with. But for like an hour-long sexual experience, like it's probably one of the best things that you'll ever experience in your life, and it doesn't happen all the time. It only happens with people that you really, really connect with sexually. So it's hard to find someone that can actually have good sex for an hour.
Yeah.
So that's probably why a lot of women are like, what, an hour? Like,
Exactly.
But 15 minutes is already fucking enough. You know what I mean? But that's because you haven't had that kind of sexual experience. So once you do, I think a lot of times you will prefer the longer, more kind of tantric sex that like takes a lot longer.
Bitch, she said an hour of foreplay and an hour of
Yeah, you can.
penetration.
I mean, me
Bitch,
and Joe,
I'm
when me
tired.
and
I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired.
No, when me and Joe
Tired.
first got together, we would have that like foreplay for an hour, sex for an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. Like it was a lot. Like that's why we got together was because we had that sex. And
Yeah, that's that good shit.
yeah,
That's the good
It's hard
shit
to
that you
find.
got-
So
yeah.
I know when I'm gonna be
experience
single
it
now.
at least once in your life.
Yeah.
Gina, what's your ideal ratio?
So I have 2 packages. There's like a regular one and then express.
packages.
Okay, okay.
And then-
Express
the
and the
express
deluxe.
pack- yeah, so there's like the deluxe and there's the express package. So the deluxe one is like, okay, so here's the thing. I don't know. It's weird. I don't really give a shit if I come or not.
Okay.
If I have an
I'm the
orgasm.
same way.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit. I don't need to orgasm. Like we can,
Lame.
Even after you
Yeah,
don't
I'm
masturbate.
I'm like, I don't need you.
no.
even
If,
after-
if I'm masturbating, fine, I can make myself come. Just
Yeah.
fine. But if we're having sex,
Yeah.
I don't need to orgasm. Like 80%.
not?
Because I get off on him.
Me too,
orgasm.
girl.
So much better when
Me
you
too.
do.
I know, but I love
You're
it.
not alone.
Like I love, like I would rather like come on, I want to see you come, you know. So the deluxe package is if I get to orgasm, I'm like, yeah, let's do this for a while, you know, because like that takes a little bit more time. I'm all about it, whatever. The express package, if you're traveling and you're short on time. So this is actually what I prefer most of the time. I don't like the whole like slow build up and then the whatever. I'm like a burst of energy. I'm just like, let's fucking bang, you know, like just get in there, do some dirty shit, bang, you come, I'm good, I'm happy. And then we take like a rest and we can do it again. So it's just like express package after express package.
Okay. Multiple
So there's no
express packages.
foreplay on that. at
There is
all.
some foreplay.
Oh,
like, there's
what would the
some.
foreplay?
Yeah,
be
what's
in
your
the
idea of
express?
Oral?
foreplay? And okay.
Yeah,
So
just really quick.
For like a minute or like
Yeah, like a couple minutes.
just like
just to stimulate a little bit.
yeah.
Just the
what I
most
sound like.
unsexy.
You like that, baby? But yeah, so like I like the burst of energy and the just like the crazy and the spontaneous whatever. And then like I like that multiple times. So we'll do that, take a break, and then do it again. Like the longer, like I've had a guy who's just like, I'm gonna fuck you till the sun comes up.
Oh,
And I'm
fuck
just like,
off.
Yeah.
it's because he wasn't good at it. He was
Yeah.
just trying to drag it out.
Or
There's
no,
a
they
difference
would-
between dragging it out
Yeah.
and actually being good at it.
Yeah.
No, because he was good in bed, but the thing
I
is,
agree,
what
Jess.
I like is when they orgasm. So he would always keep on edging himself
Oh, that's
and then
annoying.
stop, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you
fucking
doing?
That is
annoying.
fucking
That's
annoying.
Yeah.
I
hate
hate
it.
that.
Yeah.
They have to be able to last.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
right.
that
Because
to
then it
work.
ruins my rhythm too. Because we're all in
Yeah.
it, and then he's like slows it down to nothing,
And then we'd lay there for
I
a
was
second.
having
Yeah.
a good time.
Well,
just
yeah.
now.
what I tell Bart to do in that situation, because he would stop and I'm like, fuck. In the beginning, I'm like, fuck yeah, because I'm fucking that good.
Yeah.
But then after, I'm like, just turn me around or like, let's start making out. Like, like don't just
Something
stop and
else.
go,
Yeah.
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 house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So what he would do is like he'd stop and he would just like, let's lay here for a second. I'm just like,
Boring.
the fuck?
Yeah.
And then
Gonna lay here on a Casper?
oh god, if we were banging on a Casper,
Damn.
I mean, it would be
George.
comfortable.
I have a Casper, and it is amazing.
Tell us
incredible.
about it.
It is my favorite mattress I have ever had in my life, and I'm not exaggerating at all. So I upgraded to a king size bed
Ooh.
recently, and so I needed a king size mattress, and we got Casper, and. I used to have a pillow top on
Yeah.
top of it, like a memory foam pillow top. This is like the most comfortable sleep I've ever had without any sort of topper or anything like that. And I think it's because it's designed by humans for humans. So Casper products are cleverly designed to mimic human curves, providing support and comfort for all kinds of bodies. I have scoliosis. I have a lot of back pain and problems, and this bed is the most comfortable bed. Like when I wake up, I don't feel sore all over. Like
Can I come
used to
over and
feel.
sleep?
I
on
was
Yeah,
about
can
to
I
ask
try
the
it?
same thing.
yeah.
Can we have a sleepover?
Lots of
Yeah.
space in there now.
All over Nikki's king-sized Casper mattress.
Just don't sleep in the wet spot. So, breathable design helps
I want
you
my
sleep
face
cool
on it.
and regulate your body temperature throughout the night. So if you had some, activity that maybe
Shut the
made
fuck
you
up.
hot.
When do you censor yourself?
Well, it's a read. It's an ad read, and so
Okay,
I
I'm
censor
sorry.
myself a
Okay.
little bit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But Casper also offers a wide array of other products like pillows and sheets to ensure an overall better sleep experience. It's convenient. They got affordable prices because Casper cuts out the middleman and sells directly to you. And it's also free shipping and returns in the US and Canada. So if you bought it because you heard me talk about it and then you're like, you know what, Nikki, you're full of shit. This isn't good. You can return it. But I doubt you'll ever say that because it is by far the best mattress I've ever had.
Also, please don't return it with wet spots on it.
Yeah, don't do that. You can be sure your purchase with Casper's 100-night risk-free sleep on it trial. So you can actually sleep on it, figure out if you like it. You get 100 nights to figure it out. That's like a third of a year.
Yep.
You also get $100 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/heygirl and using heygirl at checkout. Terms and conditions apply, but that's HEYGIRL. That's $100 towards select mattresses at casper.com/heygirl and just use the code heygirl at checkout.
Yeah, hey girl. Do you know what else really affects your sleeping?
What, Gio?
Your actual weight. I've noticed when I noticed when I was pregnant, I was like, I think 40 pounds overweight, and I had the worst time sleeping. Yes, and I've also heard that from Bart. The heavier he got, he had sleep apnea. It was just very uncomfortable. His joints hurt. So I want to introduce our next sponsor, Noom. They are a healthy habit weight loss app, and I absolutely love it. I love the approach that they take when it comes to weight loss. It's not about counting numbers only and then just kind of excluding everything else, or just focusing on I want my body to look this way, and they're like, okay, well, here you go, and giving you some generic stuff. They really start from within.
Like the psychological aspect.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I love that because I feel like that's what the recipe for success is. When you understand what's going on in your mind, then you can start changing habits from bad to good, and then you can continue on without having to focus on like a specific guide or a tracker or any of that. Because you can just understand it and then just do it on your own.
I also think everyone knows the feeling of losing a bunch of weight and then gaining it
yo-yo.
all back.
Yeah. So Noom is a habit-changing solution that helps users learn to develop a new relationship with food through personalized courses, which I absolutely love. One of the biggest and most accurate food database lets you track meal habits, visualize portion sizes, and see calorie density at a glance.
All the stuff they should have taught you about,
Right.
when
I
you
know,
were
it's
growing
cool.
up, but you never get to learn this stuff.
Yes. And then you get a dedicated person that checks in with you via email, and they're like, hey, how's everything going? Do you have any questions? I absolutely love it because you never feel alone. You're never overwhelmed, what the hell am I doing here? So for all of you guys right now listening, sign up for your trial today at Noom. That's Noom.com/BTCH. Visit Noom.com/BTCH to start your trial today. One more time, that's Noom.com/BTCH.
All right. And back to foreplay.
We were right at your back.
Oh, right.
My turn. Oh, are you done?
Yeah, I think.
Was it good
You had
for you?
packages.
Deluxe.
Yeah, it was good. Did you like it? Yeah, the express package next.
Yeah.
time? But yeah, so that's basically what I am. I rather prefer shorter sex.
Nice.
I think that means you don't really like sex. Though.
Oh no, I love to fuck. I do. I really do. It's just that after a while, I'm like, I just want to see you come. That's my thing. You're holding this from me, and I want it.
I totally agree with Gina. I get off way more once they're coming, or when I see the pleasure in them. That's what gives me.
They're coming.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Here it comes.
yeah. So I'm just the same as Gina. I don't need to come. I'm pretty good.
Is it the seeing the pleasure in them, or do you actually feel physical pleasure? Because right when they're about to come, I like the dick throb, and that kind of makes me orgasm a little bit.
I'm about it.
The times I
sure.
orgasm during sex are because of the dick
Yeah.
throb.
It's visual for
Oh
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, for me it's more like a visual thing. So I just have a more type of satisfaction that doesn't need to be necessarily physically satisfied.
Interesting.
So I'm just fully satisfied, and it's pretty cool because recently Case and I we've been talking more about our sex life, even though we have in the past, but we were in a way worse space back then, but now we're in a better space, and we've been more open about what we like, what we don't like, and better communication. now that he knows, like, hey, it's cool, that pressure's off, you don't need to make me come, like, he's just like, hell yeah. So we've been having some bomb ass sex.
awesome.
Because
Good.
now it's just like and then also with the whole foreplay thing, because we talked about what really turns us on for each other, and so when we're able to provide that for each other and we're able to get there faster to the actual like sex part, once we're there, then it's like so much more connected and like hot, and it's just like,
Yeah.
I get off like,
So
that's me getting
what's
off.
the foreplay?
Okay, so for me,
For you.
it's definitely I like
Kissing on your neck.
it's the kissing the neck, but also like when we make out, it's not like that like quick like throwaway kissing. It's more like the
Deep connected.
deep, like the tongue and the lips are all in it kind of thing, where it's not just like, oh yeah, I
it's
just
telling a story.
exactly like you feel what they're feeling.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
So then it's that, and then it moves on to like recently it's been really really hot. It's like he'll like try to undress me, but like like he's teasing himself by
Ooh,
the
that's
way
really
he's,
hot.
he's undressing
Yes.
me. I fucking love that.
Cha-ching.
Yeah. So then
Like I'm very happy for you, but I also see my old. This is like my brother, and I'm like, but I'm very happy for you.
I'm I'm not picturing Casey either.
He's not here.
I'm
I'm picturing you.
yeah.
Take it off.
I saw Tiff in like this white little thing. and I'm like, yeah, Tiff, get it, girl.
Around her.
But then I see like Casey's hand, and I'm like,
No. I picture a shadow figure.
The exit
yeah,
on
shadow
Tiff.
figures.
but just knowing that it's Casey, I'm just like, oh.
Okay, I'll tell you, it's some other guy from my past.
Okay,
That
thank
better?
you. Yeah,
Don't hurt my friend Casey. Don't hurt him.
No, but yeah. So then I don't know, like that's the beginning of it, right? So then it just moves on to like oral for each other, but sometimes like it'll just be me on him or him on me, and then like we start.
You don't have to do both.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we don't.
It's too like systematic. right?
Exactly. Yeah. So then now it's just been because in the past, one of the issues that I had was that, again, like apparently this is like a really common thing with males where they feel like they feel the pressures of needing to satisfy the woman. So they're not able to fully find their pleasure in sex because of that reason. So now that that's kind of out the door in our relationship, he's been able, so the past problem was that we couldn't ever advance to the next step. Like we always got stuck like making out forever, and I'm just like, okay, let's go, let's do the next thing. But then like
Weird.
it was just like really like there was just like all these like speed bumps that we couldn't get past. But now that those aren't there, and now we're able to be like, because he's starting to be a little bit more selfish, which helps
Yeah.
because he's finding his pleasure, which pleasures me, and then me pleasuring him. You know,
like
like
So he was over.
it's just like it's happening.
Thinking it.
Exactly.
pressure. Yeah.
It's exactly. There was just too much pressure, and I think that's probably that has been the case with my past relationships, because I always felt like I have had good sex, but not like amazing sex, and I think it was always because the guys always have this pressure within themselves of like, oh, is she good, like without even thinking about if they're having a good
That's
time.
nice. Like that you were dating guys like that.
Yeah, I guess so. But you know what? There is like a fine line, because I have dated a guy before where it's like, I just felt like a fucking pocket pussy. Like it
Right.
did not feel any sort of connection, and I just felt like I was being used, and that was not good sex either. So there's a fine line.
Yeah, you have to find that balance.
There's I didn't
good.
I didn't tell you guys what I'm into. It's gonna be really short. The more helpless I feel,
Yeah.
and the more I need to fight back, the more turned on I
I
am.
think we got it.
Yeah, we know.
In the face.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
get
Right
it.
on
We know,
the bat.
We're good. Yeah. So I'm just gonna circle around that. So
You
if this-
don't say.
So if I have to spend, it's like
Breaking news
for every 30.
breaking news. Gina
got it on
needs somebody
JK
an earthquake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gina likes being abused during sex. Flashback to every clip on the show. Breaking news.
I think Nikki understands me.
Yeah, no, I do. But so Gina, I feel like, and going off of what Tiff was saying, I felt the opposite, where I felt a psychological need to please the guy in the beginning, and I did not like foreplay for me because I felt awkward, like I felt uncomfortable, like I had to pretend to like enjoy it, but really I just wanted to get to the sex part. And I think because I had like these intimacy issues where I felt weird letting go of control enough to like let them pleasure me.
Yeah.
I needed to be like working for them. And I don't know where that came from, but I feel like I don't know, maturing enough to when I had really really good sex. Once you have like really good sex, like where it blows your mind, you're like, oh shit, I can get pleasure too, and then that became more important to me to get turned on and to go through the foreplay action. But I do understand you, Gina. Everyone's idea of foreplay is different. Where sometimes I like my hair getting pulled and like that kind of shit turns me on immediately, especially if I wasn't expecting to have sex.
Yeah.
And like, let's say we're at a restaurant and then
Oh,
Steve
hell
like,
yeah.
starts stroking my leg or like grabs my thigh or something like that. I like that shit. I like if we're in the living room and I thought we were settling down to like just have like a comfy movie night. And then he just starts like circling like my areolas.
I'm so hot. I'm so wet right
Now
now.
I'm imagining my big brother Steve, and it's just like,
bitch.
I don't want this. I don't want it.
Fuck up. My nipples, Gina.
Okay.
Think of my nipples.
Yeah.
You can kind of see them.
I dig it. I dig it.
You can kind of make it out, right?
I see it. Okay. I just want to hear it, like just hearing about him doing this. I'm like, Steve,
Don't picture him. Just picture
Steve's
her.
not involved.
I'm trying.
But I do want to touch on, because you said you don't, and both of you actually were talking about how you don't like the systematic thing of it, the foreplay being the same each time.
Yeah.
And I do feel like we kind of go through the same motions each time where it's oral. Like first it starts off as heavy making out and it's very intimate and passionate and we feel each thing. And I think that really revs up the engines. Then it goes to him going down on me until I orgasm, and then I go down on him.
Wait, are you fucking going play by play what happens when you have sex right now?
but I'm saying
That's how you know it's systematic.
that's what I'm saying.
and that's
They're
where-
calling it systematic, and they think
Yeah.
that gets boring. But the
You're
tone,
giving away all your
the
secrets.
tone of it changes each time. So
Oh.
sometimes we're like, fuck it, we're going at it, and he's using me, and like, he's slapping me around, and I really like that.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm like, I want to make love today, and so we start romance talking, like, you like that? Is that good? And it's very different tones.
Oh yeah, that's
You
not the
fucking
same
bitch,
then.
Gina. All I see is Steve
I
now.
know. I
What
can't
the
stop
fuck?
picturing him.
See?
I've mentally blocked him from my mind.
I try really hard.
I like to paint a picture, and I just see his tall ass. Like,
You'll never see his ass.
Never knew.
Just saw it after 5 years. So, but
Now we're going into what you like.
yeah. So I feel like the more insecure I was as a person, the less foreplay I wanted. Like
Oh,
the less
yeah,
I
that's
wanted
so
them.
true.
Yeah.
What does that make me
too.
then if I like an hour of it?
Oh, I don't.
Am I secure? 'Cause
The
I
whole
don't feel
time?
secure.
Like your
Yeah.
whole sexual career?
I feel like you're pretty comfortable with your body. Like I've seen you
Yeah.
at the Wii Spa walking around, tits
Yeah.
out, like all.
I don't have tits, but they're out.
You have tits, girl.
You have tits. They're
You have a
cute.
really nice body.
Yeah,
nice
I
pink
do.
nipples.
I like your body.
Mosquito bite.
But you,
man.
Wow.
Her
Meanwhile,
ass.
when I was at the spa with all of you, I was just looking right at your faces. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down.
That makes it more
different
awkward.
than the way
Yeah.
that you described Gio during all of JK News at the
Well,
spa.
Had to catch a glimpse.
Okay, so
She's just that short and Gio's that tall.
Actually, what happened
Made
was
eye contact.
I was sitting and Gio was standing. So when I turned around, it was just torso, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Damn.
okay, one.
It was a
2,
different
3,
set of
4.
brown
Now
eyes.
look up.
but yeah, so like I didn't like my body being touched because I was uncomfortable with my own body. I was very chubby in high school, and like I've had weight issues, and I just
Yeah.
didn't really like my body being touched. But yeah, the more secure I got with like where it's like we're just all people, like
Yeah.
like let's just all have a good time, is when I really got into the more.
Dude, that's so true. Because I remember when I was younger and I'd be getting eaten out, like I would always have my legs kind of closed because I'm like, no, don't like do it, but don't.
Yeah.
Because I was so insecure with my own body, where I was just like, don't even look at it. I don't know what it looks like, so don't look at it.
Yeah.
But guys like love that shit.
Mhm.
Like
I
they
know.
love it. Like it like they're like all about it. They're fucking happy to be down
Yeah.
there. Like
They're like
kinda own it.
gynecologists and shit for us. They're like, let me see what's going on.
Totally. Oh, but I do like the multiple express packages. It's just that when we have sex and then he finishes, he stays inside, and then it kind of like
Oh, that's
Gets
what we
hard
do
again.
too.
gets
Yeah.
lubed up by his own.
Yeah.
semen.
It's nice that he can do that because some guys are one and done.
Yeah.
Gio can't stop imagining Steve.
I'm
Sorry,
very sad.
Gio.
Well, no, I was fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was like with
Just
you, and
an
I was
isolated
vibing.
dick, an isolated dick.
I was vibing, but this bitch over here dragged it in, and I can't drag it back out.
Now tell us about Bart.
No.
Man.
So I'm like, Gina, is it my turn? Is it
Yeah.
my turn? Yay. Fuck, I can't fucking take this off. I didn't do I'm going to do this. I'm a stand up.
This is what I love during intercourse.
No, no.
intercourse.
So I'm like Gina, where I have multiple packages. So I do like the express, but it's not really an express. So the way it has to happen, my foreplay has to be like, if we're gonna do express, then I want the text messages. I want like,
Oh, it's an all-day
it starts there.
affair.
yeah,
Wow,
like
it's all
fucking
day.
like
That's her express.
I know, right? This bitch is express. Like,
yeah, I just
2
want to know
days,
that I'm
dude.
so like I
2
want
days shipping.
I want to know that you want me.
Express is 2 days shipping. Dogs.
I'm talking about foreplay only though.
Yeah.
Gina's got Amazon Prime. You guys,
How what?
You're fucking DHL.
Messages.
Yeah, like I want to know that you're lusting for me. You can't think of anything else. Like, give me the fucking text. Be like, God damn, I can't stop thinking about this. Oh my God, when I see you, I want to do this. Like, give me that. And then when I see you, it's going down. I don't need anything else. Like, that's my foreplay.
It just goes words
Oh.
to
Express.
sex.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about it for so long.
I
Then I'm
can
like,
second
ooh,
that.
you motherfucker.
You already
come
mentally
here.
fucked her.
Yeah, is it kind of in that thing where like you like the guy kind of like kickstarts the engine, but then you start letting your mind go wild,
Yes.
and like it's like we know exactly what we want, so
Yep.
it's almost like the ultimate form of like foreplay.
Exactly.
Kama Sutra.
Like mental
Of the
foreplay.
buildup.
Yeah, it's like he licked my brain and it came.
Whoa.
Wow.
Not sure if that's healthy, but okay.
Okay,
Oh, bitch, you want to get hit with the fucking vacuum? You're gonna get to me? Gina can't say shit about healthy sexual
How
dare
This
you?
is true. You can't lick my brain. It's hemorrhaging right now.
Yeah, so that's my jam, and I'm like similar to you, where if it's now the not express package, if it's the what did you call it?
The
Deluxe.
deluxe.
Yeah, if it's the deluxe package.
Nobody has my deluxe package. Everyone's like 20 minutes tops. Mine's like an hour and a half.
No, I
yours
like-
is
I
being
don't put a
shipped.
Like, I don't have time.
Yours,
Mine's being shipped by train.
yours was ordered on Taobao in China, and it's gonna ship in like 2 months or so.
Yeah. No, I like it really slow. Like even if we're just talking about it, like the slower, the fucking better. Like if you can drag it out, oh shit, I'm like done. Like whatever
Especially
you want,
if you get
I'm
high
done.
too.
Huh? High?
You get high. Like if you smoke some weed or
done that.
something, you can
I
fucking
get
drag that shit
paranoid.
out forever. I mean, I know you don't like weed, so it's
No.
not gonna work. But if you like smoking weed and you drag that shit out, you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It makes the long time, I guess, better.
Yeah. And then I also like when they come and then they stop and then they keep going.
Wait, they keep going after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of guys.
You
can
like
do
the
that.
complete
I've been
stop?
with-
Because
yeah.
I'm more like with Nikki, where it's like, cool, you came, but we're still going.
Yeah.
I haven't been with that many guys that can keep going after. Usually they're like, I need like a fucking 20-minute nap.
Oh,
Right.
I've had a couple where it's just like, all right, ready to go again. I'm like, yeah. Or like I'm just laying there like, didn't you? How are you still doing this?
I can
This
come
is
wait
dope.
and see her during sex during the second time. Because it's like
you-
already
you
been
got
like
warmed
the
up.
blood's there.
You know
I
what?
mean, that's why I just have hour-long sex. We don't have to stop.
Well, not stop. We don't
Same
stop.
shit.
He comes and
Yeah.
then he gets hard again without pulling out.
So you know what I am? I actually never told you guys this. I call myself the double shot because this is really weird.
You gave yourself
I like
a
your nickname. Yeah.
A
yeah.
sex nickname?
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
weird.
I'm fucking dope.
hey, welcome to the double shot. Hey, you're fucking with
Yeah.
the double shot.
The double shot, the double tap, right? So the double tap is basically
Press it again for a surprise.
so I can so you good there? You all right?
Last part got me. Press it again for a surprise.
Want to try your luck for a third time?
Why are you a gross carnival guy, dude? That's so weird.
Double shot.
It's your fucking nickname. Don't judge her.
That's what I'm picturing.
What is that voice?
What's she picture?
right up.
That's my favorite Bose character.
The creepy carnival guy?
Double shot.
Oh my god.
Crying.
So I have this thing where I can if I come again in like 30 seconds. What? Yeah. I come in twos.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really weird. So like I'll come. I come in twos. So I come and then like if you just keep fucking me and I keep playing with myself, I can come again. Yeah. And then after that
What happened?
I come in twos. I come in twos.
See, I told you this is the delirious hour.
We're losing our minds.
Yeah.
And then after that, it takes me a while. But then if I get to do it again, then it's another 2.
Oh,
What
Yeah.
was the most amount of times you guys have?
Wait. Go, Bo.
Wait, we still have some foreplay stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I tell
Tiff
mine?
got shut
Hold it.
down.
Hold it.
Okay,
No, she did it.
so foreplay and sex. As
Fuck off.
Okay, all right. all right. Bring it out. Here comes the lipstick.
Wait, before we go there, let's talk about Talkspace. Because I think I'm
you
gonna
need-
to
maybe
talk
you need
to
some
someone
therapy.
before this.
Woo! Talkspace online therapy makes taking care of your mental health more affordable and convenient than ever before. Personally, I use it. It's basically an app where you can talk to a certified therapist after taking a quiz to tell them what you want to work on, what kind of therapist you want to talk to, and then they will assign you a few therapists, and you can pick who you want to talk to. So it's awesome because no matter what you're going through, you're never alone because you always have someone on your phone that you can message or voice message or video message. And you can even schedule like once a month phone calls or like FaceTimes and stuff. So you guys can actually look at it or like see each other and actually talk, and she can talk to you. My therapist is Maria. Hi, I love you. So you can join more than 1 million people who feel happier with Talkspace. Finding the right therapist doesn't have to be stressful. A Talkspace matching process takes your unique preferences into account to find you someone whose style and expertise matches your needs. And if you want to switch therapists, you can do that anytime. So instead of waiting once a month or once every couple weeks to sit down and talk to your therapist, you can message them all day, every day. They check their phones twice a day, about 5 days a week, and they'll message you back or they'll voice message you back, however you like it. So it's always someone there to talk to you, and it's so affordable. A month on Talkspace costs about the same as one single sitting face-to-face hour with a therapist physically in front of you. So Talkspace has more than 5,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing the challenges we all face. To match with your perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com. Make sure to use the code BTCH to get
$65
off your first month and show your support for the show. That's BTCH at Talkspace.com.
Nice.
Yeah, and also,
It's time to grow up and stop buying $40 furniture.
Yeah.
If you want your space to look beautiful, what do you got to do, Nikki?
well, I just remodeled my bedroom, and it was very simple to make a space look beautiful with a quality piece of furniture. I didn't understand that this was possible because I used to shop at just like IKEA, like places that have like very
No name particle board.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is the most solid piece of furniture I have ever
From where?
brought into my house. It is from Article. They make modern furniture with Scandinavian touches. Extremely my aesthetic. Actually, like a little bit of bohemian vibe in there too. But this matches perfectly with my bedroom.
And it's such high quality.
It's very high quality, like solid walnut wood.
You would have to try real hard to break that board on your bed, honey.
Truth. Like,
Real hard.
yeah, it doesn't make that squeaky like no, none of that. None of that's happening with this bed. There's fair prices too, which is great because you would look at this bed and you would think it costs $1 million way out of your budget. No, you save up to 30% over traditional retail prices because they cut out the middleman. They sell directly to you, which keeps the prices low. There's no retail markups. Fast, flat rate shipping to anywhere in the US and Canada in 2 weeks or less, and a 30-day return policy with simple returns and exchanges. I received a king-size bed, and it is a beautiful, solid wood walnut.
It's gorgeous.
And yes, you should look at my Instagram for pictures because it is so perfect in the bedroom. So Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. So to claim, visit article.com/BTCH, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout. That's article.com/BTCH to get $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
All right, brother, bring it back.
All right, step right up. Come one, come all. Try your luck with the double shot.
One, come two.
Carnival guy. This is the carnival guy that sells you cursed items.
Yeah,
That's the poor place. Yeah.
Okay, well, for me personally, I was somebody that just wasn't very like sexual early, and like I don't know if I've ever said this on the podcast before. I didn't have an orgasm until I was 20. 22, maybe 23.
Whoa!
Yeah, Jess.
Earthquake.
Wow. Breaking news.
My
Yeah.
heart hurts for you.
I
I
did.
think I just had a heart attack.
Dude, yeah, I didn't. I didn't.
You didn't
I,
masturbate?
I tried it one time and I was
Didn't
like,
work?
this doesn't do anything.
You've
And
only
then-
been orgasming for like 5 years?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
literally.
God.
Wow.
Wait, well, how was your first time then? How did you finally get there?
Dude, it was
Did
an
it scare you?
accident.
It scared you, didn't it?
Literally just I turned on music and it was a dubstep song. It was I know exactly what song it was. And I turned it on and I'd literally been awake for 24 hours and I had bought a vibrator at the time and I had it. I'd had it for a while and one day I decided I'm gonna try again.
Yeah.
And I tried it and like I was like, did I just have an orgasm? Like it was really crazy. But
And then you did it like 6 more times in the hour. Huh?
I began to use that stick.
All these characters coming.
Yeah, and
preacher?
And you know what? Also, I encourage women that have trouble in sex, like enjoying it sexually. If you've never gotten yourself off, then you're not going to know what an orgasm feels like. You're not gonna like
Be able to
let it
guide your
happen.
partner.
Exactly. So yeah, that was part of my issue with sex before. But for me, foreplay now, I enjoy doing a lot of things. I like kind of like minor BDSM. I love role playing.
What's minor BDSM?
Yeah, explain.
Like
Are they
maybe
little
just, like,
ropes?
Floss.
A tiny little
floss. Just ties her little floss up to her fingers in the bed.
like
Instead of handcuffing your wrist, it's your fingers.
tiny and it's like click, do you feel good? But no, like restraints.
No, restraint.
Yeah, I didn't really do handcuffs. I have like restraints like under my bed and stuff.
What
what do you mean?
You have to foreplay one?
Does your bed flip over? And, like,
You,
it goes
you
under
can
your
actually
bed.
tuck them right
Yeah.
under your Casper, and it fits perfectly into my article bed.
Casper's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
I've always wanted those.
Yeah, I mean, and it's really great. It's like you can kind of like hide them or whatever. But yeah, I mean, as far as the foreplay goes,
You gotta tell me. Wait,
Um,
what is this later?
I have almost a little bit of all of you because with G, like I'll do some texting before and we'll be in the mood to like bust out the restraints, and that's part of it. And then on top of that, there's like a lot of like oral play, a lot of like exploring your partner's body. It goes both ways. We'll like I like role playing. I'm the type that like I know before it's gonna happen that I'm gonna put on an outfit, but I'll tell you I'm going to the bathroom and I'll fucking just come out and I'm like, all right, bitch,
Damn.
yeah.
what kind of outfit? What does this look like?
I have,
Stash them.
I just have not like
wait, so he's tied up. You're not tied up.
no. We switch it up.
Oh, okay.
We switch it up. We are both like the guy I'm with
Does
right
he
now.
dress up?
No, I don't know if I'd like that though. Maybe we haven't tried it, but yeah, I'll dress up. Like he's not a big fan of like latex or like leather, but I like it. So sometimes like it's cool. Like it's cool that even though he doesn't love it, he loves it. I feel sexy in it and I enjoy it. Or
Oh
sometimes
my
it'll
God,
be,
Bo,
like-
stop speaking to me with that latex talk.
or it'll be like the fake latex because it's cheaper, but or
don't like it.
Pleather.
lingerie. Like there's this one like kind of like light blue one that makes me look like a little slutty princess that he really likes. So we're both very much switches, which I think is awesome. Like sometimes I treat him like a piece of like meat. I'm like, you're just a fucking stick, I love doing dirty talk. I do a lot of dirty talk. My partner isn't always like a dirty talk type, but it's like my thing and he likes that I'm enjoying it. So yeah, like foreplay will be, I love massages too. I'm always down for like a really, I do a lot of crazy shit in foreplay. Like foreplay is like my jam. But then when it
So
comes,
how long do you spend in foreplay? An hour?
it depends on what we're doing or how excited we get.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like we get really excited. If there's a long text buildup, like absolutely. And he and I are both very busy. So we really only see each other maybe 3 days out of the week. So sometimes there's like a long wait. I would say foreplay could be anywhere from 20 minutes. Cause sometimes if it's a massage, I'm like, let's do this. And it could be an hour. But then for the actual sex, I have to be honest, 20 to 30 minutes and I'm good.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair. It's better than 5 minutes.
It could be 15 minutes, to be honest. Like,
You just look at
as long as there's enough buildup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my express package, all right? I
Yeah.
get shit done and I get it done quick.
But we'll like, dude, after that, it's like opening up a Pandora's box because like it'll be like an hour of foreplay and then we're like express package. Then an hour later, express package. Like the foreplay's already done and we can just roll right into it. But like foreplay is so important because there is a reason why women have to get wet and men have to get hard. Like our bodies are not even programmed to just go right to sex.
Yeah, people don't understand
Yeah.
that. You can't just jam it all in there. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, in high school, I feel like we tried to just do that.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, whatever, foreplay, whatever. We're
Yeah.
just gonna bone.
Yeah.
But it like didn't work very well.
Yeah.
No. Also, it was really tight.
Yes. It's still,
Jess is
it's
like,
still
I
tight,
was
Jess.
so tight.
What are you talking about?
It was like, I can't believe they just tried to. I'm so tight. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, wait, you guys don't do a lot. Like, I didn't know too much if you guys do too much like experimental stuff like that, or like,
Yeah.
because like I'm not a big fan of oral. Like I'm okay with like giving like oral, but I'm not a big fan of receiving. So it kind of just gets replaced with other things. Like,
What way is it? Is it because you can't achieve orgasm that way, or it's just never felt good?
I think that I'm too in my head.
Yeah.
I kind of think like, why do you like this? This is gross. Like this is literally
You're judging
my
them.
body part
funny.
on the outside of like your penis is covered by skin. Like I could, dude, I do not think like I've actually like, I think like a while ago, I realized like, oh my God, I think I have like a crush on this girl. Like I liked her energy. I kind of like liked her. I
Oh,
could
thank you, Bose.
No.
but I could. I'm sorry. I could never go down on a girl. Like I couldn't do it. To me, I'm like it.
But
That is,
sometimes there's lesbian relationships where the girl doesn't go down on the other girl because it's like that's kind of like the masculine.
Yeah.
and the fem- So maybe you wouldn't have to
But
eat
she
her
doesn't
out.
like. She doesn't like being gone down.
I don't like being gone down on.
Oh
either.
yeah. So you guys just wouldn't be fucking.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I
That's
used
the thing
to.
that I was asking because I feel like I didn't like it either before when I was two in my head because
Yeah.
it didn't feel good, and also I didn't know how to direct them to make it feel good.
Yeah.
But the more I was able to pleasure myself and know exactly what I like, and then I can communicate it to them, and it kind of opened up this whole new like.
You just haven't gotten there yet.
Well,
you
I'm
started
not-
coming like 5 years
I'm
ago.
not
Yeah,
in
it's
my
not
head
there.
about
You're not there
like.
yet.
That's
I'm
insane.
But for me, I'm not in my head about like what because I know he's happy to be there on there. I'm like, yeah, you like this shit, you know. But
It's
for
still
me,
psychological.
It's
I
gr-
used
to me.
to-
I think it's
still is.
gross.
I used to be like that too because I know how long it takes for me to orgasm. So back then, like if he was going down on me, I'm just like, oh God, I'm sorry, I'm taking so long. Are you sure? Like, are you getting tired? Like, do you want me to get you some water? Like, I was just so beat in my head. Now it's just like you're staying down there. I don't give a fuck. Like, I would just hold his head.
we
down
got
there.
all day, baby. Where
Yeah.
are you going?
Yeah, at this point, I'm just holding your head down there. You're not
What
going
else you
anywhere.
got to do?
Yeah, and I'm guiding the whole time. It's like
Yeah.
faster, slower. No, back where you were. The world right before this, where you were. Yeah, that
Exactly.
right there. Stop it.
So it comes from like an insecurity, kind of like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're good. And then then I had to be told like, dude, I like it down here. Leave me alone, you know? So after that, I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then I learned to be more selfish. And then that's when I'm just like, all right, yeah, you stay down there. You're fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really feel like you can find like for both sides of the equation here. If you just find yourself being a little bit selfish, then you'll both be having a great time.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it takes a certain, I feel like it takes a certain level to get there, a certain like level of knowing yourself and knowing your partner in order to get there. But when it does get there, it's so much better. Oh, also, I didn't like oral because I don't like saliva. I don't like drool. So if they got
complete.
Oh, I'm about it.
I
Yeah,
know.
I'm about it.
spit in my
Had
mouth.
some-
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, you ever gone down on a guy before and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I let it fucking string. I'm like, look at
Yeah.
string.
look at this
Yeah.
fucking string. You make eye contact. You
Yeah.
know, they're like,
do you ever
the
eat,
messier, the better.
Do you ever eat like anything sugary so you'll produce like a kind of that really thick saliva?
No, I
No,
make
but I-
myself. I make myself.
Eat like a Hershey Kiss or something before you start doing it. Your mouth's gonna get like real fucking like
Phlegmy.
Oh.
It's gonna get like a really thick viscosity of like
Yeah.
you're gonna produce extra saliva and it's gonna be like real fucking.
or I can
I do that. I do that. By,
I have a lot of spit in my mouth.
I do that by because I don't want to do anything with sugar
I will.
because then it's gonna go inside me. So I don't really want that on his dick.
Right.
However, what I do is I make myself gag on his dick for a little bit, and
Smart.
That,
I do
and
that too.
makes it all like all the saliva and all this stuff come
and they
out.
like it.
Yeah, and they like it too. It's like, oh, is it too big? I'm like, no, bitch, I'm trying to get more spit. Hold on.
But
yeah.
do you like spit down on you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I
dude,
don't
yeah,
like it at all.
absolutely.
If I feel it like trickle down into my butt,
Oh, that's
I'm like,
oh my god. Are
dig
you
it.
trying to turn me
I
on?
love it. I love it.
I have to
working.
stop. I have to
Everyone's
stop
so
immediately.
different.
I know.
Yeah.
It really takes me out of it.
I love it.
Oh, I need to scoop that up.
Dude, I just feel like if it's like my thing is if it's like so nasty that like like it's just fucking nasty. It's like, yeah, we're fucking into this. Like, you like me, I like you, I like all of your bodily fluids, I like your whole body,
Yeah.
I like your passion, all of that, and it just like it goes so deep, you know. It's just nasty.
Yeah, there's something about drool though that
Okay, we get it. We
like.
get
I
it.
love all your other body fluids, just not the drool.
Yeah.
Just can't do it.
I've had a guy like spit in my mouth and hold it shut and tell me
Yes,
swallow
you
it.
told me this.
Yeah, all about it. Oh yeah, that's right. Nikki freaks. Nikki, he
not
held
gonna
my
yuck
mouth
your-
open.
Oh,
Nick,
that's
he held my
hot.
mouth open and spat in my mouth.
That is hot.
Put his hand over
I'm
my
not
mouth
gonna yuck your yum, Gina.
and he told me to swallow that
That's
shit.
fucking hot.
She's gonna puke.
I'm there.
She thinks she's not wearing headphones.
I can't even play Chubby Bunny.
Dude,
Oh really?
No, because
Oh my
what
God.
like seeing drool or anyone else drooling or my own drool, I just can't.
Oh.
dude, a guy could literally like hold me down and make me watch him masturbate, and I'd be like, "This is fucking."
I would
hot.
love that.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, right?
Sometimes, Like
Okay.
I'm not in the mood anymore, but he still is, and he'll just like masturbate onto
yeah.
my face. and
Dude,
stuff
I'm
that.
I'm like, this is great. Like honestly, I'd rather you like pull out an extra 60 seconds early and just like do it for 60
Yeah.
seconds.
So
Like,
there are times when there's like random times when I do kind of want to be dominant.
Respected?
No. Like, I want to be like yeah, right. Sometimes I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. There are times when I kind of want to be the dominant one. So what I do is like he's on my bed. I grab a chair. I sit there and I'm just like, let me watch. And then I just make him. He's like, wait, watch me do what? I'm like, I want you to jack off and I want to watch.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm down.
But and sometimes guys will feel. I sound like I've done this several times before. I really haven't. But like sometimes guys will feel like kind of like nervous. I've actually asked a guy before, and he like told me like, no, that's weird. And I was like, okay, looks like this isn't gonna work out because
Yeah.
I want to watch you jack off.
He's out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if someone said no to something that simple, I'd be like, all right, you're fucking
yeah,
boring,
like
bro.
square.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens the opposite way for me. Like if I didn't orgasm during sex, then Steve will like be okay with watching me.
Yeah,
Finish.
that's cool too.
Yeah.
Like I've had that happen too, where I'm just like, yo, just make out with me or suck on my tits while I make myself come, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really embarrassing, and I feel like I want to share it because I'm delirious right now.
Yes.
Have you? So one time I was having sex with this guy, and then like he came, but I wasn't ready, and then he fell asleep, but he fell asleep still inside of me, and so I just kept going.
Oh yeah,
And
I've done that.
And I finished like, but he
Yeah.
was asleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, afterwards, I was like, did I? No, I didn't rape him. He wanted this.
I think that's
but he
hot.
just fell asleep. But he was still inside.
He
but-
penetrated consensually.
Yeah, he
so-
penetrated. So if
Yeah.
I keep going, it's okay, right?
And he didn't wake up?
No, he didn't wake up. He was drunk.
Oh.
But
That's hot.
but still, I didn't care.
I think
It
that's
was still in there.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna move it around, and then it came, and then I was just like, thanks.
Wait, do you guys orgasm vaginally or clitorally?
That's what I was gonna
Both.
ask you guys
Both.
about.
Really lucky. I can only do clitorally.
It depends on the person,
Really?
though.
You've never had a G spot orgasm?
Those things.
only had
That's
that,
why
like,
you
once
only
or
like to have
twice.
sex for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, stop going
Because
the
I didn't
express
like
lane.
it until
Dude,
until I
Ooh.
orgasmed vaginally. I didn't like sex to last
As
very
much.
long. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. So I kind of in the same vein of how you guys were saying with like oral, you kind of have to like guide them. I like this. I train this motherfucker for
Yep.
the jump. Seriously, like he can get me in 10 minutes. And like beforehand, I
What did you do to train him?
I communicated. I was like, "Oh, I need this angle. We got like a pillow. Like and he's communicated to me exactly what he likes." And the thing is, y'all, like the first like 2 times, because it's gonna be like 1, 2, or 3 times that you have to say like, "Do you like this? Do you like this?" It feels weird because you think sex is always supposed to be sexy, but once you have these like communication sessions, almost the sex is fucking insane. It's absolutely insane. Like literally, my dude can get me probably in 5 minutes. But and like sometimes he goes straight for the orgasm. And I have to tell him like, no, stop. I don't want to yet, you know? But yeah, like you can literally train somebody like the angle and stuff that they need to hit.
Huh.
Yeah.
Still trying to go express?
I'll figure it out. I'll do some
Practice,
deluxe later.
practice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do
You
some
need to
deluxe.
try this at least once in your life where you're to give it a fair shot.
All right.
Because it's game changing in my opinion.
I mean, I've had it a few times too, but I'm still with Gina where I'm like,
You've
I'm
had
good. I'm
the,
good.
like-
vaginal orgasm.
yeah, we're like and you're still
But
like,
it's still, it just all depends on the experience around it. So if
Oh,
it like
true.
took too long and then you were feeling weird and then oh it happened and you're like, oh okay, but then it wasn't
No,
like
it wasn't like that.
Huh.
It was like we're both really into it, and I was just like, "Oh, cool, this is coming. All right, awesome, I came." And then it's like,
Okay.
your turn."
huh.
Dude, okay, question. How many of you guys have had a G-spot orgasm?
me.
That's vaginally.
Okay, yeah. Okay, tell me I'm not crazy in this because I read a lot of blogs about sex and everything. Like when I was like growing up, and everyone's like, when you have a G-spot orgasm, you know it's insane. Blah blah blah. I think a clitoral orgasm, it's like different. I like it more.
Yeah.
it's like
It's
I
more
feel
powerful.
Like it's more powerful, but
Yeah.
it's like a little more like surface level. Whereas like this one is less powerful, but it's deeper.
Yes.
Okay. So like I'm not crazy. Like I think a clitoral one is actually like a little
Yeah.
bit
My
better.
favorite. Yeah.
And it like lasts longer.
Yes.
Like it's
and you're like
yeah.
fucking shivering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jess.
I'm trying to think. I mean,
She's like,
It's been a while for her.
remember.
it's been a while that I've had just the vaginal one
1800 English?
without also doing the clitoral one.
Mm-hmm.
Because like probably the vaginal one with no clitoral stimulation at all, those are pretty rare. For me, maybe I've had like 4 or 5 in my whole life. But usually it's both.
Yeah.
So like I prefer both, I guess.
I have to stack both. Like I need him to be fucking me while I'm playing with my clit, and that's how I come.
Because if I'm just doing
Yeah.
the
Same.
clit thing, it doesn't.
It takes
feel
a while.
as good.
It
Just
takes a
the
lot
clit
longer.
is kind of boring for me. I'm
So
over
so
that.
if he goes down on me and I orgasm clitorally because that's a clitoral
Yeah.
orgasm, it's easier for me to come vaginally.
Oh,
afterwards.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easier for me to come clitorally.
I feel like we are
I need
teaching
both.
so much right now.
Someone's watching this.
I need both. And especially when they do oral, like if it's like they got to do the oral, they got to have this whole fucking, like they got to know what they're doing. They got to start slow and then they got to work into it. And then at some point, I need fingers.
Me too.
Oh.
I'm like
I
that
know, we know.
Yeah.
I need at least 2 solid fingers.
Yeah.
3 knuckles deep. Like, don't fucking play with me. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
one finger thing doesn't work.
the one finger thing
it
doesn't
never
work.
works.
yeah.
It never
Don't
fucking
do
works.
a one finger. That's
Like, what are you, a fucking
that's a
science
turn-off.
teacher?
Right?
I hate that shit.
Yeah. You're not my OBGYN, dude. No, even my OBGYN puts 2 fingers in that bitch.
Like, I know, right? Like, do I want a pencil dick? No. Do
Yeah.
I want one finger?
You
No.
want a tampon?
yeah. Right? Yeah. Get 2 fingers in that bitch.
Yeah. Also, I feel like you have more dexterity with 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Just one, you're like,
Yeah, it's
and
kind of
but
like
here, you're like,
yeah.
And also for the guys listening out there taking notes, not once have we mentioned dick size. Like this can all be
oh my
achieved
God.
That's true.
without
I've had a lot of
fucking
different dick sizes.
huge
Yeah.
dick.
They can all hit the G spot if you
Yeah.
have a correct angle, as Rose
Yes.
has mentioned earlier.
That's it.
Oh my
so
God.
you don't need a big dick. You don't need a
It
big
just has
dick.
to be
You
more
don't
than
need a
1
big dick.
inch.
But it helps.
It needs.
You
to
can't
be
have a
more than
micro
1 inch.
penis,
Yeah,
what you're
micro
saying?
penis. I'm
But
sorry.
for some people it might
You're
work.
still valuable human
Crooked
beings.
dicks might work.
Yeah.
all of that.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, it might not work for you, but it might hit someone
It
else.
could. It could.
Yeah.
Not mine, but someone else's.
Yeah, I think that,
at least 2-3 inches.
Having a big dick just gives you like a bigger surface area, so you have like a
no.
maybe a higher chance. But I don't know, like right
I've
off the
had
bat.
a dick and
Maybe a higher chance.
Yeah.
But I think what the big dick does is it makes them think, oh yeah, she's loving
Oh,
this.
yeah,
so they don't
yeah.
even try.
No,
big
that
dick
shit sucks.
scares me.
Dude, oh my God. It
gotta
fucking
still try.
Most of my
sucks.
biggest dick sex was not as good.
Yeah.
You have to learn performance.
Yeah, they literally like
The moderate dicks are the best, I think.
Yeah.
Because the small ones still, I'm kind of like, okay, it's there, but the moderate ones are good.
Dude, I noticed. I feels like guys with like with smaller dicks, they lean in more on the foreplay,
Yeah.
and then it's
Hell yeah.
And if they do, it's like great.
They're
sex.
better at it, yeah.
Yeah, and then like guys with like a more medium-sized dick, like they're kind of 50-50 and like it could really go
Depends
either
on the
way.
person, yeah.
And then just for some reason, I feel like sex with big dicks is like kind of bad a lot of times until
Yeah.
unless you're like dating them and you get to guide them and stuff like that.
Married to
They
them.
just put it all into the sides, you know, like just like, all right, I got a big dick, I don't gotta
They're
do
just
shit.
shoving
Yeah,
it in there, and that's
shove it
all
on
they
in
can
there.
do. Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
they
That
don't
feels
realize
so
that they have a
good.
big dick.
This is a
They
know.
They know.
No, because I dated someone once that was like the biggest I've ever had, and he was really good at going down.
Oh.
yeah.
Like, he
Yeah,
was,
well,
like,
I mean, these are definitely general.
Yeah, these are blanket statements, and I
Blanket
feel like you're marginalizing big dicks out there, and I just want to stand up for them. Okay, I got your back because big dicks are great.
I mean, these are just testimonials, you know, they aren't facts. But
Right.
if a lot of us
don't
have
get
the
cocky.
same, the same
No pun
idea.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Yeah.
still,
like-
still try.
I like and imagine like what you could do with that big old dick if you just try. Like if you actually like try, but
Yeah,
like
you're
dude,
settling
it's
on natural talent, but if you trained that big dick,
Yeah.
you could be extreme. You could be a monster.
yeah, that's right. If you have a big dick and you haven't tried, you're settling on natural talent.
And oftentimes it's not enough.
It's
Yeah.
really not.
It's good for high school, your first lay or two. But once you start fucking women,
Yeah.
It's like
gotta up
it's
your
like
game.
that guy that was like
need more.
really hot in high school and never had to develop a personality.
Yeah,
So, like he had
yeah.
a big dick at 18,
Exactly.
so he never had to try. Like learn how to fucking eat her out. Like let's.
I don't think
do
they
something
care.
there.
I think most of those guys like they just pump and dump like a bunch of girls. They don't give a fuck to learn. And you know what? Good for them. Keep pumping and dumping. We'll find the guys that are more fun to have sex with.
Well, she'll like it.
Ooh, and you know what?
No, I've had big dick, and it was just if it's a pump and dump, it's kind of fucking whack too.
Yeah.
Also-
yeah. Whack.
One thing the dudes with big dicks don't know is you can't always put it all the way in.
Yeah.
Yo, for real. I have like, yo, calm down. Like I gotta push myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have to put their hand there so that
Yeah,
threshold will
exactly.
go all the way
Yeah,
in.
dude. Or if like the depth of the
hand.
vagina, let's just
Yeah,
let's
it
just
hurts.
5 inches.
say the depth
4 or
is
5 inches.
4 or 5 inches. The G, like let's just say it is.
Everyone's
That's
is
a-
different.
okay.
Well,
It
yeah.
can be like 3
Maybe you
inches. It can
trained
be like
yours.
6 inches. Like,
Okay,
Your
I
cervix,
heard it goes up to 9 inches.
your cervix can be like way different.
but I don't know.
yeah.
I wonder how you could find out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Stick a measuring tape in that
ruler
bitch.
in there.
See what I'm saying?
Mine hangs low. I know it does.
But like, imagine
have a shallow pussy,
if
too.
the depth of your vagina is 6 inches, like, and if you're just cramming the whole dick up there, her G spot might be at 3 inches,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
4 inches. Like, you got to pull back.
G-spot's
man.
definitely more shallow.
Like, what the fuck are you doing in my lungs, dude? Come back out.
when they start bruising the cervix, you're just like,
yeah.
There's
Yo,
something I like about that though.
Has that happened?
yours is probably like
getting
placed in a
pounded.
bad
Yeah, yours is
area.
probably Have you guys ever had that happen where they hit the cervix too much and it fucks you up for the whole day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Bled?
keeled over
Have
in
you bled?
bed. I haven't. Oh, I have blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
But
like
there's
wanted to vomit before.
Yeah, and like, or it makes you feel like you have a ton of gas and it hurts everything, but you don't actually have gas. You guys have had that, right?
You
That
just
shit
have
sucks.
like an internally bruised cervix.
exactly.
I've almost wanted to
Damn.
puke. Have
Wow.
you ever had fucking period cramps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad where you're like, oh my god, the pain is so strong, I want to puke.
And it sucks because like the pain for me at least, it goes from like my uterus area and like it makes my butthole feel like it's contracting so hard that it hurts.
Yikes, dude.
Yeah. So if my cervix gets hit that hard,
Yeah.
I'm out for like almost like a whole
Yeah.
a whole day. I have to lay there.
You're like, punch me in the face, but do not.
Yeah,
do not
dig-
punch me
yeah.
far into me.
Guys are like, oh, she couldn't walk for the
Yeah.
whole day, and I'm like, bro, I
That's
don't
not a
wanna
good
see
thing.
you
Brag
again.
about
Yeah.
We're not having sex anymore.
Yeah, we're not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've actually lost interest in a guy because his dick was too big.
Yep.
Sure have. I was like, I'm not gonna deal with that for life.
Same.
can't do it. I got a shallow pussy. I can't do it.
But imagine your gyno saying like, Gina, you've got to start taking smaller dick. Like, or being like,
getting
"I'm
hospitalized.
fucked up.
look, Gina, I can't come in here and sell this shit up every week.
She said so.
He's gonna look like your cervix is fucking bruised as shit.
That's how, imagine getting
Hello,
broken
hello,
up with. Like, I don't have health insurance to cover this every week, man. I don't have it.
Maybe it hurts because you keep getting it sewn.
I know, right?
He's like, that's your problem.
Yikes.
All right, guys. So, in general, what's some like good advice for people out there that want to try foreplay and don't know kind of where to start?
Learn about what you like and communicate
Play with
it.
yourself. Yeah,
learn with your own
Communicate
self.
it.
Play with yourself.
I feel like the best way to learn foreplay is to just like have some sort of, whether it's your first relationship or whatever, like you guys just focus on that as much as you can, even though you're like 16, 17, whatever, like spend a lot of time practicing, because that's really the only way you're going to know. Like that's how you learn how to kiss too. Like you have to spend fucking hours making out when you're younger. That's how you learn. So you're not fucking 35 years old and you don't know how to kiss.
You just shamed a whole lot of 35-year-old virgin kissers out
They
there.
should be ashamed. They should
You
be.
need to spend a lot of time
They're
practicing.
like, we didn't choose this, Gina.
The incels are gonna come kill me.
Even if it's with one person, just spend a lot of time practicing. Don't
That's-
just always fucking pump and dump. Like
That's when you
try
need a friend
other
with
shit.
benefits.
Dude, all I hear
yeah.
with
Training
Jess-
purposes.
I didn't hear anything Jess fucking said because all I hear is your body is a ball.
Way to bring
Good
it
old
back, Gio.
American grade A sex.
Thank you all so much for watching and listening today. Please, if you liked this episode, go rate us on iTunes. Rate us on iTunes anyway. Just give us some
5
fat
stars.
ratings, some big dick ratings.
Yeah.
And then also, thank you to our sponsors, Article, Talkspace. On Article, you can go to article.com/BTCH to get $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. A Talkspace, you can go to Talkspace.com and use the code BTCH to get $65 off your first month and show your support for the show. For Noom, you can sign up for your trial at Noom, that's NOOM.com/BTCH. And for Casper, you can get $100 towards select mattresses by visiting Casper.com/HeyGirl and using HeyGirl at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. That's it, bitches. Yay! Go out there and have yourself some foreplay.
Oh yeah.
Peace out.
Bye.
Suck that dick.
Come on, y'all.